Good morning, friends, and welcome to a very exciting vlog. Maybe not exciting for other people, but exciting for me. This weekend is Super Bowl weekend, which I am not very passionate about football. I've kind of tried to get more into football this last year, but it's whatever. I don't care that much. Now, I am very passionate about food, cooking, baking, eating, all those things. And the Super Bowl just so happens to be a great opportunity to indulge in those passions. So today and kind of for the rest of the weekend, I'm planning to make a bunch of different treats. And then obviously Sunday night, we are going to watch the game, have a party, and eat those treats. And I'm so excited. I know it's kind of dramatic to get this excited about like a grandma hobby, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's so much more enjoyable to bake while you're like looking forward to an event that the baking is for. Like I love baking anyway, but then to look forward to that event while you're doing it is it's just peak, you guys. I do have kind of a busy day otherwise. Like I've got some like more just responsibility things that I have to do that aren't as fun, but I'm just gonna look forward to the baking. Maybe I'll read some today, just like sit down, chill and read if I have time. And I'm just looking forward to today and I'm hoping for a great weekend. First things first, we are going to work out, do some cardio, and probably read some on the treadmill. I've been doing okay reading on the treadmill. It has kind of been a struggle for me to like be motivated to read on the treadmill. For whatever reason, I get distracted pretty easily and I read very slowly on the treadmill. But I have been kind of struggling to just like sit down and binge read lately, like doing nothing else. I've been doing okay, like reading at other times when I'm like doing something else, like walking on the treadmill or whatever. But just sitting down and reading, like, I don't know, I've just been struggling with motivation. I'll like read a couple pages and then just be like, not feeling it, which I want to get better at. So again, if today I have time, I want to just sit down and just like binge read, even if it's a short little one, just, focus on my book for a little while. All that to say, I am going to go work out and I will check in later. It is now a few hours later and I'm about to go start on my baking. I'm planning to start with making brownies and then I'm gonna make these like peanut white chocolate clusters. I made them for Christmas and I believe that I filmed it in like a Christmas vlog. The peanut clusters were actually really surprisingly good and my family really loved them, which I was surprised about because they're white chocolate and my family isn't a big white chocolate person, but they were delicious. So I'm planning to make those again and they're pretty simple too. As far as the brownies are concerned, I've been working more on recipe developing, making my own recipes, and my brownie recipe is the bane of my existence. Like, I have changed it so many times and I cannot crack a perfect, thick, fudgy, delicious brownie. Like, they turn out okay, but they're just not great. So I don't know whether to continue working on my own recipe or whether I should maybe like use a tried and true recipe for an event, because it's kind of risky to make something that I don't know if it's going to turn out if I'm like feeding it to people outside of my family. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do there, but I'm excited and let's commence the baking. I did opt to make my own recipe and just kind of continue to try to make these brownies work out. So this could be a mistake. These could turn out terribly, but let's do it. Let's see. baking is done for the day, and long story short, I might be making some different brownies tomorrow. I don't know. They just look weird to me, and I haven't cut into them yet, so I'm still not sure if they're going to turn out, but I don't know. They look weird, and I don't know if I want to serve them to people. But the white chocolate clusters turned out okay, and I'm excited to eat those. Unfortunately, it is now time to vacuum. I hate vacuuming. I really do. It is not one of my favorite chores. Some chores are fine. You know, once I get into it, it's great. I hate vacuuming, but it needs to be done, so let's get on to that. I'm going to be so transparent. I did not vacuum. I was going to vacuum though, and I started vacuuming, but our vacuum was like shooting out dust, and it was just not working. So that is been put on the back burner, and basically I just kind of did computer stuff most of the rest of the day, and then I put on pajamas and I ate dinner. So this is me clocking in for the night, and we'll see what I get up to tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. It is now the next day. I want to be kind of quiet because people are sleeping. We're in for another baking day, which, let me just say, I don't know how people just like make interesting day in the life, week in the life, whatever. Well, I do know people go out and they do things, but I do not like going out and doing things. And my ideal weekend is like reading and baking, and then eating sweet treats that I just baked. So I know that's not very interesting to watch, but this is my weekend and I'm very excited about it. That being said, I have baking to do today, and then I also have to vacuum because of the whole thing yesterday, which that was supposed to be done for today, but it's not. And yeah, just kind of have hopefully a productive, great day. You know the drill. First things first, we gotta work out. I do have back squats today though, which I'm looking forward to. My entire body feels like a lump of pudding. My goodness, I'm so tired. All right, it has been a few hours. I did vacuum and I mopped and just cleaned up the house some. I did also read some earlier, and I just like sat and read, and it wasn't for super long, but as I said, I've kind of been struggling to just like sit and read when I'm not doing anything else. Not like a book slump where I'm like actually not reading, but like kind of just not the most motivated to read. But that was really nice. So I feel like today has been relatively productive. I did not get everything done that I wanted to, but it was okay. It was fine. Tonight, honestly, I'm just planning to do my nails and probably watch some YouTube, maybe read a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed because I'm a grandma and I go to bed really early. And then tomorrow is game day and we're gonna have all the yummy treats, and I am so excited. But for now, have a good night. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. It is game day today. I'm excited, but first we're gonna go to church this morning, and then I do have a little bit more work in the kitchen. We're gonna have way too much food. I can already see it, but I don't know, I kind of don't care, and I'm just gonna make my stuff anyway. Otherwise, this morning I'm probably just gonna read a little bit if I'm motivated. If I'm not motivated, I'm probably gonna go on my phone or something. I don't know. I love a good like quiet Sunday morning before church, and so that's kind of just my plans for today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It is now the next day. If I'm being honest, I did not film like at all yesterday. Basically, we got home from church and ended up baking, and then we just did our Super Bowl thing and we had all of our goodies, and honestly it was great. Like I said, I didn't film, but it was a fun night. I went to bed way too late, so now I'm just like so tired today. But yeah, that was my weekend. It was actually a pretty great weekend for me, but like I said, I live such a boring life that I don't know what to like put in these videos. But thank you for sticking around this long through this hopefully slightly interesting video, and I will catch you in the next one.